check that cut me at the Superbowl. All my life moments is a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, he got a Superbowl. Last night, I was texting Jack Dorsey. That's the perks you get from being super dope.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to Utah in Salt Lake City. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. George with the ball. The shot off that time. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Brown. This one for three. And that one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. RJ, I remember it clearly when LeBron James joined the Lakers back in 2018.
Yeah, I remember it too because everyone kept asking me where he was going. I didn't know, but this is year 5 for LeBron in LA. And obviously, even with that 2020 title, this town, they asked for more. And 3 of these years have been rocky. 2 of the times missing the postseason in a first-round exit, the first one of Bron's career.
Yeah, LeBron is not used to that at all, is he? Not playing in the postseason.
Nope.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Davis. Goes back up. Giddy with it. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
It's George on the wing. Let's go. Bryant with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Clippers with the ball. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Pass to Giddy. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Zubac. Now Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
What strength from Leonard there. Not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
The Lakers off to a slow start. Searching for their first points of the game. And Davis gets it to go.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Back to Wall. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. From the wing. It's hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. Giddey with it.
Foul.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team.
Here is Davis. Wants to get it to Bryant and does.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Pass to Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Giddey with it. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Right side, Leonard. Outside, George. Clippers moving the ball around. And taken away by Brown. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
I love Davis's ability to read the floor. He's improving his ability to create for others.
To the paint. Here's Zubac. Back the wall. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Wall's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And it's good. 2 points. 6 points for Leonard.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Giddey, no good.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
That one drops for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's George. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And that one's good by Davis.
Looks like Davis is in his bag today. His ability to stretch the floor is huge.
Nobody near George. The Lakers with the rebound.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Westbrook double team. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Outside for Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Lakers trail by 9. Now Westbrook. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
What tenacity from Westbrook. Gets the ball inside among the trees and finds his shot.
Pass to Brown. Kennard for three. Toscano with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Westbrook. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 7. Right side Jackson. At the elbow it's Brown. Outside George. Got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. Here's Jackson. Kept alive. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And they double up Brown. And finished off by Brown.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Westbrook sinks that one from the post. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Absorbing contact so well. I mean, you really got to hit Westbrook if you want to stop him from scoring.
Here's Morris. He can't get that one, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Pass to Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there. For guys like Lonnie Walker, one and done, it's a tough transition to the NBA.
Yeah, just look at Lonnie. Barely plays his first year out of school. Year 2, just 6 points a game. He's made steady improvements every year. That's a normal path for those one-and-done players.
Now, here's Brown. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers. That free throw good from Walker.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Jackson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime. Now,
here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And guys, the best thing about Kawhi picking up assists is that it's contagious. When you've got a dominant scorer setting his teammates up and everyone falls in line. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. 6 to shoot. Takes it out to Leonard. A shot. Bryant with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Lakers. Trailing here by 8. They host the Kings after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Here's Leonard. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Lakers trail by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Davis. Over Leonard. And it's Davis missing. And here is Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And it's Giddey in the corner. 5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Rebound by the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Lakers trail by 10. And 101 left for the first half of basketball. Giddey, no good.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Powell with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Wall with the
yes! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And Wall with the slam.
And big scoring night for Wall. And for him, it's about the rhythm. When he's locked in, that gives him the confidence to keep firing.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Giddey.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Clippers leading by 12. The big question surrounding Russell Westbrook's career numbers is his triple-double record unbreakable. Richard, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it may be. I didn't think anybody would get close to Oscar Robertson, Mark, and I played with Jason Kidd. Russ has completely crushed that, and he's still going.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 16 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Check out the elevation from Westbrook. He's got some of the best hops in the league.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his third.
And this Lakers squad has a ton of talent, but some guys are well past their prime.
And what do you think, GA, is the next step for this Lakers team?
Coming off a championship not that long ago, young firepower is surely needed. These older guys can't carry a team like they used to.
And Davis can't get it to go.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What do you got for us, GA?
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
He's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report.
Second team foul.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. And now Wall running the floor. All but put it down!
Gracious, way to get up.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
There's a screen by Covington. To the middle. Here's Brown. Walker with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, Patrick Beverly.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Bryant. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Wall taking his time here. The 19-foot shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers trailed by 15. It's Beverly on the wing. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Here's Wall. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And the basket is good. Wall's got 10 points in just the second half. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Here's George. And he gets it to go. George has got 7. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. And Bryant gets it to go.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Clippers. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Free throw good, Paul George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
And the Lakers with possession here. Pass to Giddey. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Over George. Stolen by Jackson.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Here's Westbrook. No good there. George, that's a two-pointer. John Wall getting it done for the LA Clippers. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. We come back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's the Clippers' ball. Jackson drives in. And the dunk by Jackson.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
The three from Davis.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Nobody near Leonard. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Inside. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
A three ball. That shot off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
It's stolen by Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
The former MVP, the hunger and energy Westbrook plays with each and every night is downright infectious. And the versatility AD offers is what makes him such a valuable player.
Offensively, he's a real handful given the array of moves and shots he has in his bag. He's also outstanding defensively, too, able to guard multiple positions.
Here's Westbrook. Pass to Toscano. Now Giddey. The three. It's hauled in by George.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Jackson looking it over. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Outside for Jackson. Shoots. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Davis.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And he gets it back. Giddey, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are insane.
And that one, good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Misses the three.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Davis sets a screen. Back to Westbrook. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Giddey, no good.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Shoots the three. He doesn't hit that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And the Lakers with another miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits. Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. They shoot again. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Davis. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Giddey. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Leonard, that's for two. And the shot is long. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. And it's Giddey in the corner. Leonard with the steal. Kennard for three. Drops in the tray.
And perhaps the best defender in the NBA. Leonard's huge hands and quick instincts help him grab a ton of steals.
Giddey, no one around him. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Clippers.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this four-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Kennard for three. The rebound by Bryant. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Bryant has the open look. And the Lakers with another miss. Pass to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. So the Clippers winning this one.
sense. Gotta prove it to myself that I'm on top of it. And you would never know a guy without a goddess.
This is Kevin Harlan. With Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Brown missing. Nurkic with it. Picked up by Bryant. Down low. It's stolen by Brown. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries the corner three.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown. Stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Not loose. It's taken away by Payton. Here's Nurkic. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
You think a bump is going to stop Nurkic? We're talking about a guy who has come back from major injuries. A resolute attitude.
Over in the corner, Beverly. Off target from three-point range. And it's some... point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walden Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
And it's Davis missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Nurkic. Davis with some nice D. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, you describe AD's games and you start running out of superlatives. I mean, when this guy is healthy, he dominates in a different fashion, but in similar ways to Tim Duncan.
And they'll keep possession. That one touched the backboard first, and it's ruled a goaltend. Count it.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And it's Davis missing. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Now, here's Lillard. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Here's Nurkic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that group.
No good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Inside, and Davis gets it to go.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
The turnaround, the offensive rebound, and the shot goes in. Davis has got 6.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here's Nurkic. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. One of my favorite eras in NBA history, Clark, the 80s Showtime Lakers.
Man, I played against those guys. Thankfully, it was just twice a year because we were in the Eastern Conference. But those dudes were unbelievable. Magic running the point. Kareem still playing at a high level down low. Worthy finding his stride and finishing the break. They didn't just win titles. Showtime had a flavor that was fun to watch if you weren't being run out of the building by them.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And Giddey gets it to go.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
A nice shot by Simons.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Giddey, no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
3-pointer, Simons. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Westbrook surveying the D. Out to the right wing. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Giddey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
And they need every point they can muster right now. They've got to cash in.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Lakers.
1:07 left here in the first quarter. Here's Simons. Pass to Eubanks. And finally they hit one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Pass to Eubanks. Banked in off the glass. Eubanks got 6 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Giddey. No good on the triple. Now here's Little. From the arc. No good that time. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front, up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your Lakers.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Blazers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's Davis. Pass to Giddey. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to
you. He's got a point, David. We thank you for your report. But when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the Combine.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
Here's Simon. Jams it in off the great move.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Thomas Bryant.
Here's Simons. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury. So you have to mitigate ways to keep him available. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Portland leading. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Right side, Westbrook.
Speaking up, cause I'm too can't wrap you up. Should've so many times, but I know that did nothing else is still another reason to survive. I realize it's all eyes on me. What is crazy, ducking when you sneeze. I've been got a family to feed, and I don't plan on never stopping. I'm trying to outwork my run them bands up. If you take care of your people, put your hands up. Yeah, you know the vibes. This is real life. It can't nobody tell me I ain't ballin' for the night. All eyes on me. I want all my free. I could tat 100 on my face. I could call out 100 names. Got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You survived last year, get your hands up. I know that money tight. They send me check like I should stash some, but we gon' ball for the night.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Lakers came away with the win against Portland.
And for me, guys, that's what I call a character game. I mean, they could have closed up shop. It would have been easy to just let that one go and get ready for the next one. But they fought back. I mean, and that mental fortitude that they displayed there is one of the reasons why they're such a good team.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the miss from Damian Lillard. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Los Angeles' head coach gave me a few minutes. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots play physical and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bryant. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. And they're pushing it up. Brown wide open. He fires. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And at some point, Craig, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he is in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander needs to keep taking these shots in order for his game to expand. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And here's the break. And Davis sends it back.
Well, the offense not getting anything easy while Anthony Davis is on the floor.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season. And in 2021, the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons. And Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
Down low. Nurkic. And the basket is good.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Lillard. Davis inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple. Well, we know, Brett, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard. But immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
To the paint, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Westbrook. Cuts it 5. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover. You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to Walker. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Hart. Trailblazers trailed by 4. The 11-footer. And Westbrook pulls it down. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. There's Walker with the 3. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
What a throw down by AD. He really rocks the rim with that one.
Here's Simon. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Lakers leading by 6. Left side, Westbrook. Goes up on the wing. And the jumper is good.
So off the bounce, Russell's been good, but he's getting better setting up without the ball. He's really improving with his touch on those kind of shots.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Let's hear it for your Laker girl.
Trailblazers trailed by 8. Here's Simons. Pass to Watford. They shoot again. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Davis. A minute 42 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Westbrook. Elbow shot is on the way. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Offensive rebound. And Davis sends it back. And finished off by Davis.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Now, here's Westbrook. Davis down low. Off on the layup. Trailblazers trailed by 10. The shot missing. Great D that time from Westbrook.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys. Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Come on, come on.
Pass to Toscano. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly.
7. Heading to the moment, the Laker girls. Let's make some noise.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Trailblazers trailed by 10.
And this Lakers squad has a ton of talent, but some guys are well past their prime.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you.
The lineup out there, that might be the last guy you want to foul. Dame's got some of the best free throw numbers in history.
And what do you think, GA, is the next step for this Lakers team?
Coming off a championship not that long ago, young firepower is surely needed. These older guys can't carry a team like they used to. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The kick out to Brown. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. Lillard, right side. And he makes good on the layup. Lillard's got 7 points.
No fear as Lillard approaches that shot.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Shoots over Lillard. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Shot, high post. Off the left rim and out.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Giddey, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. And the Lakers lead by 15. Pass to Grant. And taken away by Brown. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. The rebound by Grant.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And Brent, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
Lakers leading by 15. Fires the three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Inside. And it's sent back by Bryant.
And Bryant not holding back that time.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Well, right away, they've been hassling ball handlers, just swarming defense and very active with their hands, looking for any chance to force any kind of turnover.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary fantastic Lakers.
Trailblazers trail by 21. This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
He grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ. And sometimes a trade is exactly what a player needs. And that was the case with Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, back in 2017, you remember, it was Jokic, Nurkic, back and forth. They were getting limited playing time, and then finally there was a trade that allowed Nurkic to get from Denver to Portland, and he's kind of doubled up everything in terms of its production since then.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Giddey. The Trailblazers pull it in. It's off to Utah from after this game as they take on the Jazz. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And it's Davis finishing it off.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
No good from Grant. And here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-5 run here. The kick out to Westbrook. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Reeves. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And they'll get another chance. Hart, no good. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long last year, only shooting about 71%.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Eubanks. Trying to get open is Davis. Eubanks, no good. And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
Pass to Watford. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis.
Second personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew.
3-pointer, Simon.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No one near Peyton as he lets it go. Eubanks.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. They grab their own miss. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Peyton. And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
Substitution on the court.
And Portland has possession. Lillard with no one around. And they get it back. And it's Lillard again missing. The 3 from Bryant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Josh Giddey making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He delivered 9 points from 3-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The Blazers on offense. Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 9.
You love the way Lillard moves the ball and uses his body to shield it as he gets in there and gets bumped.
Now Grant after the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder. And the dunk by Grant.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Floats one. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane, they're hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Out to Payton. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Up and in on the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of half.
Nurkic can't hit. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
Lakers foul.
And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Lillard outside. And Jones sends it back. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 2 on the clock. Payton. And that one's on target from the wing. Payton's got his second basket of the night.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Christie. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Lillard, and they pick up 2. 11 points for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Right here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years, and I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation. That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Grant outside. Shoots over Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. His scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first-place votes for most improved player, and that's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off, and he's desiring to get better.
Here's Giddey. That one a little long. Left side, Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Davis. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
Now here's Giddey. 17 points in the game. Pass to Christie. Los Angeles with another miss. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Sharp. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lakers leading by 22. Here's Christie. Westbrook up top. Lakers passing it around. The 3. Giddey, no good. And so here's Portland. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Lillard. Misses from short range. Jones in the post. Here's Giddey. And they recover it. And another shot. For the three. Eubanks grabs the miss. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the third. Grant trying to break free. Hart, no good. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you got to do it as a unit.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Both teams deciding to change it up. .133 left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard attacking. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Lillard missing. Davis with it. Lillard picks him up. Beverly for three. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Lakers rebound. And that one's good by Davis.
Really, if there's one guy out there that you want to box out or keep a body on, it would be AD, so he doesn't hurt you like that.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Pass to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. And it's Davis missing. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Substitution on the court.
It's blocked.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
Nurkic in the post. And finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Simon's playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Simon. That one off the back iron and out.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Scooped up. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Little can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 18. To the right side. Shoots the three. And here is Simons. On the wing, Payton. Nurkic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Davis with it. Now Payton defending.
We tend to forget that AD started out as a point guard when he was in high school, showing off his speed and ability in the open court on that break.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Brown. And here is Davis. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, pretty simple right now for this offense to get the ball to AD and get out of his way.
Here's Simons. And Davis sends it back. They recover it. And the dunk by Grant.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
On the wing, Giddey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And the defense right now just guessing what they need to do to shut down Josh Giddey.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girls. Once again, your Laker Girls.
Trailblazers trailed by 21. Lillard with it. Picked up by Brown. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And the 0 Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of O's.
Davis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lakers working the ball around now. And Giddey gets it to go.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Some solid defense from Grant. Lillard, right side. Hart, wide open. He fires. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Giddey with it. Now defended by Grant. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. Nurkic can't hit. Here's the Lakers with the ball.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Davis.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And that one misses. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
From past the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
And it's Sharp missing.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And the free throw, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. To the inside. Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Giddey. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme.
They call them boom shop, professional program. Tried to get it on with the mirror. They got the